What's up everybody, and in this video I'm going to be playing the third chapter of Ninja Gaiden Sigma called Skies of Vengeance. So with that out of the way, let's begin with the playthrough. Alright, chapter 3, Skies of Vengeance. Back where we left off. Alright, I'll take care of these guys real quick. Alright, all done. What these golden scarabs are collectibles, and don't worry about them changing spawns every time you play this game. That doesn't happen. They stay in the exact same spots every time you start a new playthrough, so don't worry about that. Also, if you collect all 50 of them, you don't have to, you can if you want to. You get weapons like the Plasma Saber Mark II, Dark Dragon Blade, and the Nunchaku. I can't remember what else you get other than Muramasa's food and Ayane's dumplings, but that's about it. You can collect all of them in chapter 18. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Other than one more last thing. If you miss one in chapter 3, you can't get them back. You have to start from scratch, so make sure you collect them. Not all on chapter 3, chapter 4 and above, beyond, you are good to go. You can go back and re-find them and collect them, so you don't have to worry about that. But chapter 3 you really do, because you have to start from the beginning if you miss one scarab on chapter 3. Good stuff. I've upgraded the dragon sword to level 2, and I've collected a technique scroll, and that is counterattacks. Nice, Life of the Gods. Hell yeah, got a new weapon, the Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang. I'll be using it. I wouldn't advise wall running on this map because, or on this part of the level, because you will end up falling if things go wrong. And you'll die and have to, spawn at last save station, so be careful on this part of the level. Alright, that's 3 out of 3 golden scarabs for this mission. If you're wondering why there's such a large time, it's because this is one of few ambush side quests that you can do, but you don't have to if you don't want to. If you do complete it, you get lives of 1,000 guards, Spirit of the Devils, Talisman of Weaver, those rewards you get each time you complete a ambush event. You don't have to do it, but you can if you want. Also be fully prepared, because if you die once, you have to start from the last save checkpoint and you lose your progress from your ambush, so be fully prepared, like upgrade weapons if you can, stock up on healable items and info recovery items, all those good stuff, so do that before an ambush, okay? The only way to complete ambushes is by killing all the enemies that are thrown at you in whatever area the ambush takes place in. Doesn't matter how you kill the enemies that is thrown at you in the ambush partake in. You just need to kill all of them, that's it. Hell yeah, Lives of the Thousand Gods. Alright, let's pop on Lives of the Thousand Gods. Let's upgrade the Dragon's Claw and Tiger's Fang. And I'll buy the Armlet of the Sun and just a single Elixir of Spiritual Life. Let's go ahead and save before the boss fight. In terms of this boss fight, it's actually really not difficult when you upgrade your weapons. Even if you don't upgrade your weapons, it won't be so difficult. Just use your nympho to defeat this boss. Also, avoid the boss's attacks. Also, just collect health if you can when you defeat the henchman. Alright, that's that. Alright, Chapter 4, Imperial City Infiltration. Alright, let's go ahead and save and continue this chapter in the next video. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in Chapter 4 of Ninja Gaiden Sigma called Imperial City Infiltration. So yeah, I'll see you then. Bye guys.